We have about 20 to 30 years of social science research which says very clearly that white folks, whether they're cops or just average citizens, will oftentimes view the behavior of black people as more negative, more dangerous, more aggressive, even more criminal than they would the very same behavior engaged in by a white person.
Well, the first thing that goes through a black person's mind is that they suspect that they were racially profiled.
Pulled over for no reason whatsoever, not speeding, and they just unpacked my entire car for no reason at all.
They saw a black man, and as soon as they saw me, it's like they wanted to arrest. They didn't even want to listen.
I dealt with people like this for 20 years. They will get up every day, they will kill somebody and go have some chicken at KFC.
The institution of policing is and always has been inherently biased against people of color and low income.
There's history, especially the painful memories of the civil rights movement. And today's reality, black males are incarcerated at roughly 7 times the rate of their white counterparts. Survive the encounter, get justice later. In some black homes, that's the advice when dealing with police.
Do not get sarcastic. Do not be, over the top. Be respectful.
Be polite in front of the police. Your life may depend on it.
Earlier today, as all of you know, Judge Cooperman rendered his verdict acquitting the 3 police officers charged in connection with the shooting death of Sean Bell and the wounding of Joseph Guzman and Trent Benefield.
They were videotaped beating 3 unarmed African-American men. A dozen officers pulling the victims from their car and kicking and punching them as they lay on the ground.
A 73-year-old black man is dead, shot by 2 white cops. And there are allegations those cops planted a gun near his body.
He had his hands, up like this right here. And so the police officer just turned around and just started shooting.
Police officer getting out of his car and then repeatedly hitting a man who appears to be just standing on the street.
We're in New York. More than 200 people have been arrested in a day of protest over the acquittal of 3 police officers in the killing of Sean Bell. The 23-year-old Bell died in a hail of 50 police bullets the morning of what would have been his wedding day.
No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace!
As America, you have proven yourself for 435 years now to have no respect for a black life. You give 7 years to Michael Vick for the life of a dog, but yet you put 50 bullets in young men and those that kill them go free. What type of justice is that?
Askia Savour and his lawyer say he was arrested and then attacked as he was talking to people in front of a restaurant.
Police in the city of Winfield are being accused of covering up the death of an African-American man named Baron Pikes. Pikes was 21 years old.
He grabbed me, both hands by the collar.
In an instant, Officer Joseph Rios III jumps out and starts beating him. Holloway, who says he has no police record, was arrested on charges of resisting arrest and wandering with the intent to buy drugs.
A white police officer shot a black man in his own driveway.
According to police, the officers thought the SUV the pair had just gotten out of was stolen.
He was a victim of the worst case and the worst kind of racial profiling.
The officer shot him while he was on the ground.
The Orleans Parish coroner says Grimes was shot 14 times, including 12 times in the back. He was shot and killed by New Orleans police officers.
Protesters rallied outside of BART offices demanding an independent investigation into the shooting of 19-year-old Gerald Hall. The young man was shot 2 months earlier in the back of the head outside this Hayward BART station.
The only thing we're asking for is justice and for the truth to be known.
4 police officers, identify uniform, no uniform, have exercised all their gun bullet in my son.
An Albany jury acquitted all 4 officers of all charges.
Murder. They got away with cold-blooded murder.
Change. It has to stop. The people of color in their communities are being brutalized, and there's no reason for it. There's no justification for it.